Well, the Montenegrin outfit have had a mixed start really to their campaign. They've won 2 and lost 3 of their 5 matches. And this could prove to be a decisive match if they are to stand any chance of reaching the next stage of the competition. So there is the Group D standings. As you can see, Steaua Avellino and Juventus Utena both locked together on 9 points each, both of whom still have to play their 6th match. And he better start Tenerife, who got off to such a great start as well, lurking just behind them in 3rd position. KK Mornar very much towards the bottom of the table, but things can change so quickly. All they need to do, just get a few wins on the board before the Christmas break comes in a couple of weeks, and they'll be right there once again. So let's take a look at the 2 rosters. First of all, the Juventus Utena roster. And, well, they're still coached by Antanas Sireika, the FIBA Eurobasket 2003 champion with Lithuanian veteran forward Gaitis Sidotavicius. He's returned for another season. He started well, averaging 13.8 points. And when you combine the like of Arminas Abutis, Vytautas Solskis and influential point guard Jamir Diggs, they're all averaging double figures for points in the Basketball Champions League. So now let's take a look at the home side's roster, undergoing their first ever European competition. And they appear to have struck gold at the shooting guard and centre positions when they recruited Antabia Waller and Octavius Ellis, who were averaging 17.9 and 11.3 points respectively, with Ellis also averaging 8.7 boards as well. And in Momo Jones in the point guard position, he's also having a great season since signing in the summer, putting up some big numbers. So a decent crowd have come in. It's by far the biggest arena in the competition. The Topolika can hold just over 2,500 spectators. Been open since 2009 now. And they'll be hoping that they can attempt to cheer on their side to their 3rd Basketball Champions League victory. So we'll just complete the formalities before the match gets underway. The 2 sides will be introduced to the supporters. They'll just have some last-minute huddles, last-minute words of inspiration to try and gee themselves up for the game. Gives us an opportunity just to take a look at the previous matches that they've played so far. Well, KK Mornar, they had to actually qualify to earn their place in the Basketball Champions League group stage. They beat Igokea. On game day 1, they were involved in a bit of a thriller. They beat Telenedu Stend 74 points to 72. They then were on the receiving end of a bit of a thumping on game day 2 to Juventus Tenerife, who started the competition so well, 103-57. They lost that one. Again, just a 2-point victory on game day 3 against Megalex, 87-85. Since that, they've lost their last 2. First of all, on the road in Croatia against Crvena Zagreb, 90 points to 72. And last time out here in front of their home fans, 76-67 to top of Group D, Steaua Avellino. So the KK Mornar side will now just be introduced to their home supporters. As for Juventus Utena, brilliant start they've made to the BCL, winning 4 of their opening 5 matches. It all started with a 91-84 victory over Strasbourg on game day 1. They also had to qualify, by the way. They beat Porto in their qualification fixture. They then beat Telenedu Stende on the road on game day 2. Their only defeat so far came at the hands of Iberostar Tenerife, 71-93. game day 4, they were involved in a bit of a cracky Juventus against Megalex. Juventus winning 79-77 with the battle of the debutants. Cabba for Megalex just failed to force overtime with a missed tip. And last time out for Juventus, a very comfortable 104-82 victory over Cibona Zagreb. So there are the 3 officials that will be overseeing proceedings this evening. We have Panagiotis Anstopoulos from Greece, Alexei Davidov from Russia, and Gentian Chichi from Albania. And we're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off now. Just have some last-minute warm-up practice, both these sides, as we take a look at the starting 5. First of all, for Juventus Utena, I've mentioned Jamar Diggs there at the point guard position. Very important player, as is Ovidius Galdikas. And number 88 there, Matorta Solskis. Full of talent in that Juventus Utena starting 5. And Antanas Sireka, 60 years of age now. He guided Lithuania to their first Eurobasket gold medals after Lithuania's independence back in 1991. And speaking of talent, there is the KK Mornar bar starting 5, and Momo Jones there, number 6. The likes of Antavia Waller as well at the shooting guard position, and Cole Dickerson. They're all hugely talented players who can do big damage on the floor tonight for KK Mornar. And Juventus Utena, even though they've got off to this terrific start in the Basketball Champions League, they will know that Mornar have more than enough players to cause them trouble here this evening. So as you can see, the stadium not quite full. But normally one thing is guaranteed from playing here in Montenegro is that you will be greeted with a rather hostile atmosphere, and they will really look to try and get behind their side. Fans that have turned up. So a last chance for Georgije Pavicevic and Antanas Sireka to just have a quick chat with their side before we get going in, what, about a minute or so now. Trying to listen to what both coaches are instructing their side, but unfortunately not always in English. I'm sure there's some of you out there that would have been able to understand what both coaches were instructing them. So here we go then, just about to get underway. And you'd say that this match is very important for the home side, KK Mornar. Juventus have got off to the better start. And it's Juventus who have controlled the tip with Jamar Diggs. Vasilius now. Good defense early on from the home side, tries to force a tricky shot in traffic and makes it. Good start for Galdikas. Must have had 4 Mornar players around him there. Cole Dickerson Dickerson gets it back. They left him open for the three and just came up short, but Mornar will get the possession back. Last touch, I think, came off Jamar Diggs. It just came off his knee. Waller more than happy to allow Vujasevic the long two, and does really well to float that in one-handed Antabia Waller. And he will be a key man today for Mornar if they are going to get anything out of this fixture. Again in traffic, puts up the left-handed layup, doesn't go, and now a fast break down the other end. Waller thought about the three, decided against it, and the long touch, last touch, sorry, was off Waller. Juventus will get the ball back, just came off the back of his leg. Jamar Diggs. Foul is called on Momo Jones. So 14-second reset. Spencer Parker to Diggs, throws up the three, just can't get it to go. Rebounded by Mornar. And now it's Momo Jones down the other end. Sets the screen. Lovely extra pass to Dickerson, who gets the shot to go, but it won't count. Offensive foul has been called. Looks like it's going to be a good matchup today. Jamar Diggs against Lamont Jones. Foul is called. Trying to barge his way through traffic. Put his hands in the air, but threw his hips into him. Diggs again, throws up the three again, just can't get it to go. Both sides just struggling for a bit of rhythm early on here. Now it's Waller down the other end to Dickerson, thought about the three, decided against it. Back in the hands of Antabia Waller. This will be a long two if it goes way short, but offensive board by Dickerson. Gives it back to Waller, this time throws up the three and counts it. Good work from KK Mornar. May well have just been a long two actually, foot might have been on the line. Two has been given. Solskis. It's a lovely pass. Shot clock running down, shot clock down to three. This certainly will be a three, doesn't go, defensive board. And now Diggs with the three, again comes up short. Yet another offensive rebound, started well here. Juventus off the glass, tries to get the right-hand hook to go. And it's good D so far from the home side, really forcing some difficult shots. Needs some help, gets it. Momo Jones now sets the pick and roll, and just in and out that time. Jamar Diggs open three in the corner, although good defense to get out in time and rejected away. Radoja Vujasevic was the man swatting the ball away. It's been a really good start on the defensive end from the home side. 4 points to 2, and we've almost played 4 minutes of this opening quarter. Both sides struggling on the offensive end so far. I think he didn't have too many options to inbound to, so instead he just knocks it off Jones, and they'll get the ball back again. Throws up the alley-oop ball, just out, but it was fouled, and he will shoot a couple. It's almost beautiful to watch that. So first free throws of the game so far, and it's going to be Ovidius Galdikas to shoot them. Can't get the second to go, offensive board, and puts it away. Turns a two-point play into a three-point play. Vasilius, the man doing the work on the glass. Just trying to stay inbound. Utena with the 5-4 lead in the early stages of the first quarter. Looked like the last touch was off Nemanja Kirstic there, but Mornar have got the ball, and a travel is called, and they'll turn it over. Juventus have regained possession. The foul was just committed before he went into his shooting action. Knocks down his first points of so far. Only 23 years of age, Spencer Parker. As the long two goes up by Kirstic. Good work on the glass by Vasilius on both ends now. He was the man that grabbed the offensive board down the other end. Great pass and the jam. And Utena just turning it on now. Galdikas again, he's got 5 of the 7 Juventus points so far. Momo Jones now. Jones inside, he was fouled. And he'll go to the line and shoot a couple. Waller hits the second. Halfway through the first quarter here. Jamal Diggs. Thought about the long three, and he's turned it over again. Not happy with the movement of his teammates, I don't think that. Wanted more options when he picked the ball up. And he got himself into a bit of a muddle. But still, with the 9-5 lead here. Tavia Waller, open three in the corner, it goes! And it's Cole Dickerson who makes his first from beyond the arc. Closes the game to just a single point, 9 points to 8. As Juventus looking to respond, they've turned it over though, and there was an option of a fast break opportunity. Instead, Juventus do well to get men back behind the ball. Needs some help, gets it with Kirstic, and he is fouled. Solcic picks up the personal. 14-second reset. Spencer Parker's just going to take a seat, the 23-year-old. First year in professional basketball for Spencer Parker, having graduated from Bowling Green University. Jones inbounds, trying to set the pick and roll, instead throws up the three, way short. Defensive rebound from Jamar Diggs. Defense again, Diggs in traffic, tries to bank it in, and I think the last touch was off Mornar. It is. Juventus will keep hold of the ball. Defense just did enough there to force a difficult shot. Waller is going to take a seat. Tatum is the man that's come on. Pass and ripped away. And Mornar now, it's 3 against 2 down the other end. A foul call, but he makes the 2 anyway. And Mornar take the lead once again, 10 points to 9. Momo Jones off the mark with his first couple of points today. Long 3 goes. Both sides just beginning to find a little bit of rhythm here. Valdes Vasilius with the 3. Now Tatum. Good pass into the lane. In traffic, rejected away again. And the board is collected in the end by Solskis. And now fast break down the other end, he's fouled. And will shoot a couple. Valdes Vasilius on the back of just making a 3, goes to the line and stretches the lead 2-3. Makes both. Biggest lead of the quarter so far, 14 points to 10. Apologies that the scoreboard at the bottom of your screen is just a little delayed at the moment. Gota. Tatum throws up the long 2, difficult shot to make, and just can't quite grab in the defensive board. Rolandis Yakstas was the man that missed it. Open 3 from the corner, Dickerson throws it up, just comes up short, but again it's an offensive board. He tries to jam it away and is fouled in the process. Will go to the line and shoot a couple. Tavius Ellis was the man trying to get himself on the highlight reel. Back gets the roll. Octavius Ellis, whose cousin, by the way, is Monte Ellis, who you may have seen currently plying his trade for the Indiana Pacers in the NBA. Octavius Ellis went undrafted in the 2016 NBA draft. Tried the no-look bounce pass, Diggs gets the ball back though. Why not? He was left open, can't get it to go! But Juventus are doing well on the offensive glass at the moment. Rolandas Yakstas with his first couple of points. Tatum, great pass from Tatum. And it's as easy as that. Polsa Radanovic with his first couple. KK Mornar doing well just to stay in touch here. 16 points to 13. Juventus coming forward again. Ellis is the man that grabs the board. Drive to the lane is fouled and makes the shot. So third time out of the first quarter is called. Yeah, we'll try and listen in to both coaches. Just under a minute remaining in this opening quarter.
Hey, team defense, and rebounds, 2 rebounds, and we lost 4 points. No more. Time, 2 sides is okay. Ege, I said more long. If we missed or we didn't score 2 offense, no rush. Okay, let's go. Ajmo, Sam.
Yeah, not always easy to pick up what the two coaches are trying to tell their sides. A 16-point to 15 lead here for Juventus Utena, but a chance to level things up here from the line and make it a 3-point play, and does well. Lamont Jones with a 3-point play and levels it up at 16 points apiece. Just over a minute remaining. Now a high press defense as well, but they could be caught out down the other end. The foul is called. The basket won't count. Foul is called on Kodac. A bad foul, really. Always better to force them to shoot a couple. Good work from Jamal Diggs, so stretches the lead to 2 once again. Unsportsmanlike foul was called, so not only will they shoot 2, they'll also get the ball back and slammed away. What a play from Aaron Best. And that unsportsmanlike foul has actually come back to haunt them. Not only does he join the highlight reel, he'll also go to the line once again as he was fouled whilst in the air. And Best makes it a 3-point play, so they stretch their lead to the biggest in this first quarter. 5 points now the advantage, 21-16. Korac trying to do it all himself, instead throws it to Ellis. Long two goes with the shot clock running down and makes it. And once again, KK Mornar just doing well to stay in touch here. Lead just 3. Vasilius, he tried to play a nice little disguise bounce pass into Yakstas. Diggs, Arabes throws up the 3, just can't get it to go, and defensive board from Radanovic. This will probably be the last play of the opening quarter. Korac. Shot clock now down to 5. Need to do something here. KK Mornar does well to work himself out of traffic, and they wait for the easy bucket. But the foul is called on Octavius Ellis. And that will be that for the opening quarter. And Juventus Utena, they've always really just been edging ahead, but KK Mornar every time Juventus look like they may well be increasing their advantage, Mornar come racing back, and it's just a 3-point difference at the end of the first quarter, 21 points to 18. Both sides shooting the ball okay from 2-point range, just 16% from beyond the arc though for Juventus Utena. Not a lot of difference in the rebounds, just a couple more offensive boards for the visitors. 6 offensive rebounds to just 4 for KK Mornar. Both sides turning the ball over 3 times, but a couple of steals for the home side as well. Looks like he could do with his side to try and wake him up. It started well for them. And Tabia Waller doing damage, as he has done all Basketball Champions League, really. Brilliant block from Vujasevic as well. Dickerson found a bit of space to knock down a 3. Hasn't quite set the Basketball Champions League alight just yet, Cole Dickerson. I think big things were expected of him in that power forward position, but he's only averaging 3.4 points a match so far. The second quarter is underway. Juventus with the ball and also with a 3-point cushion at the moment, 21-18. Solskis may try himself here. Solskis tries to bank it in, but rather fortuitously finds its way to Galdikas. Tatum, this will be a long 3 if it goes. Air ball. And good work actually from Studovicius, who just lets the ball go behind and out of bounds. Diggs just trying to control the game. 27 years of age now, averaging 13.7 points and 5 assists in the Basketball Champions League so far. Jamal Diggs. Inbound. Diggs going himself, drives into the lane and draws the foul. Will shoot a couple from the free throw line. Two points so far for Diggs, both of them coming from the line. Makes It's his third. Good work from Jamal Diggs. So Utena to a 7-point lead, their biggest advantage of the match so far. Mugosa. Ellis trying to set the pick and roll. The long three goes up, the long three goes down as well. Great work from Kodac. Must have been a good metre or so beyond the arc there, Kodac, but made no difference. And now Juventus looking to respond. Best shot goes in and out, and an easy put away for Galdikas, and was not good enough from a Mornar perspective. Just so much space down under for Galdikas, who started really well here. 9 points already, and he shot 4 from 5 from the floor. Octavius Ellis, ball was knocked out his hands, but Mornar will keep possession. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Throws it up quickly. Air ball again from Mornar. So Utena with possession. Good pass out to Jamal Diggs. Galdikas has it knocked out of his hands, but Diggs is there. Lovely pass for the open three. And just can't get it to go. Last touch was off Galdikas, and Mornar will get possession of the ball. Almost stole the ball away, Solskjaer, but KK Mornar very fortunate indeed that he wasn't able to keep control of the ball. They will get it back. Octavius Ellis. Ellis driving to the lane, rejected away. And Juventus now on the fast break in transition down the other end, and one for the highlight reel. Aaron Best. What a play from Juventus Utena. It's very nearly fouled on the way up as well. And a timeout is called. Let's try and listen in.
Te prolazi, znači moraš da gledaš odbranu, ide li da sjeće, ne daješ mu pas, razumiješ, i ovaj ulazi u dribling i kontru pravi. Ako vidiš da ide, da ga preuzima, ne daj mu pas, bre. Ne možemo da naša greška, ali opet se iskažnjavaše gore, dolje. Opet smo primili 20 koševa sa zice, realno. Sve nici je lopte, šut, na skok, ili ja se uhvate, na fintu šuta, skačemo, ispadamo iz igre, sve. Alo, gledajte, alo, vidi, ako igrate agresivno, ali morate da imate loptu, bre, u vidokrugu. Ne možete da igrate agresivno, da ne vidite lopta gdje je, alo. Tako smo primili 6 koševa sa
This is the beauty of the Basketball Champions League, that families can come in after work and you get the next generation, guys like him, trying to be inspired by their home side. Pick the kids up from school and come and watch some really good competitive basketball. It is Juventus Utena in control at the moment. They lead by 8, 29 points to 21. We've got just over 7 minutes remaining in the first half here. Foul is called on Solskjaer. Went to Youngstown University, did by Tortas Solskjaer. Scored career points. Nice pass inside. Octavius Ellis blocked away. and blocked away twice, and a travel is called, and that is great work on the defensive end from Juventus Utena, and Ellis can't believe that he wasn't able to get the shot to go. First block by Galdikas, the second a combination of Diggs and Galdikas, and look what it means to Jamal Diggs. Another offensive foul called, this time on Juventus, so KK Mornar will get it back. This was the MVP in the Lithuanian league last season. He was a massive player for them, averaging 13.3 points, 5.6 rebounds and 3.6 assists in the Basketball Champions League so far. Good numbers all over the floor. The long three just can't get it to go. Last touch was off Octavius Ellis, I think, so Juventus will get hold of the ball once again. 6.5 minutes remaining in this second quarter. 29 points to 21 lead. Difference in the three-point shot though. Mornar 33% from beyond the arc. Juventus Utena have made just one shot so far with their two-point shooting, and especially underneath from Galdikas, who's having a bit of a field day down there. He's already in double digits. 11 points for Olvidius Galdikas, who actually stopped playing basketball a fair few years ago to try and support his family with other jobs as the long three goes, and that's exactly what Mornar needed, just to try and stay in touch here. But yeah, when he gave up basketball, Galdikas, as Jamal Diggs has a bit of a nightmare, and Mornar will get the ball back, so a chance to eat into the lead that Juventus Utena have. There's a gun basketball, but his current agent had, back in 2009, heard that there was this giant 7-footer in Lithuania not playing basketball anymore. They found him, persuaded him to play. The New York Knicks have been a side constantly linked with him as the open two goes. No D around him at all, and they do well, KK Mornar, to reduce the lead to just 5 points. Radanovic with 9 now for the game. High pressure defense. Diggs throws up the uncontested two. Just cannot allow Jamal Diggs to take shots like that completely uncontested. You will get hurt. Now the little teardrop down the other end, can't get it to go. Ellis with the offensive board though. Throws up the long two, goes. Great work from Mornar. And now all of a sudden it's just a 5-point lead once again. Diggs. Aaron Best stolen away, and well, I'm not quite sure whether he was trying to make the pass or he was intending to launch the ball off Galdikas. Either way, he got the outcome that he wanted. I'm sure Galdikas appreciated it that much. Gosa. Foul is called. Spencer Parker is back on the floor. He's the one called personal. And they've given it away. Terrible inbound. And now a 3v2 down the other end. Diggs. And rejected away by Octavius Ellis, and now he's given it, but is fouled in the process. And KK Mornar will keep control of the ball with just over 4 minutes remaining in this second quarter. 5-point lead for Juventus Utena, 33-28. Tatum charging to the lane, in traffic though, and Tatum can't grab his own board. And now it's Juventus Utena down the other end. Again, good defense, throws up the long three, can't get it to go, and Ellis is there on the defensive rebound, but again can't quite control it. Juventus Utena will keep control of the ball. 14-second reset as well. And they were happy to give him the two. Foul is called though. I think it's been called on Octavius Ellis. He's 23 years of age himself, Octavius Ellis, who's just going to go and take a seat, I think, for a couple of minutes. Went to college in Cincinnati. Spencer Parker had stolen away, and the fast break down the other end is rejected, although he'll shoot two. Almost great work. Did so well to get back Vasilius, but just caught a bit of the arm. So a timeout has been called before the free throws. Let's take a listen.
Crazy situation. If this guy's touch, nothing about what. Save ball and beat.
One-on-one beat.
Yeah, beat. If touch ball, no pass. Okay. Hey. Because they play very aggressive in defense. Show this, but not without pass. Well, Howard, go in this side. This is Dovis or you. You stay here. 5, 4. You drive. Quickly go up. This is same like pass and you go up. And you come here. Deny. 5 inside. Don't come back and play.
Serenka just telling his side that they were being lazy, not happy with the work ethic that he's getting from his team. So two shots upcoming for Mornar to try and eat into the Utena lead once again. Utena are in the penalty as well for the remaining 3 minutes 41 of this first half, and Waller makes both. They've done really well here, the home side, to stay in touch in the second quarter. They did let the game get away from them a little bit at one stage, but already it's now just a three-point game once again. Foul is called before the shot went up on Mijovic. Reaching foul on Jamar Diggs. So we'll have a 14-second reset. The Juventus will inbound. Lovely pass inside, and I think he would have been a goaltending anyway. The ball was on its way down from Rolandas Jakstas. Trying to set the screen. Foul has been called again before the shot went up anyway. So they're in the penalty, so he will go and shoot a couple. Gosa makes one of two. 3 minutes remaining. 35-31 at the moment. Jamar Diggs, who's had a good game so far. 6 points and 3 assists for Diggs. You can understand why Mornar are keen to perhaps even get the double team on him. The long two doesn't go. This will be a 3, and it's way off target. And again, a foul is called, and the game just beginning to get a little bit scrappy at the moment. Mornar won't care though, because Utena are in the penalty. Every time a foul is called, they will go to the line and shoot a couple. Vujasevic gets his first points of the game. Can't get the second to go. Spencer Parker is there to grab the board. Led Bowling Green to the NCAA semi-finals as Yakstas underneath with the jam. 6 points for Rolandas Yakstas now. Vujasevic, it's an open 3 if he wants it, he does, and he gets it to go as well. And Mornar back within just 2 now. Radanovic doing big work for Mornar, 14 points, he leads the game in points now, Radanovic. Good perimeter defense from Mornar, wants the extra pass, open 3 from the corner, gets it. And Utena respond. 5-point advantage once again. We've got 90 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Foul is called on Spencer Parker. Parker's going to take a seat as well. Just about gets the roll. And Tavia Waller gets the first to go. One of the key players, Tavia Waller, he's averaging around 30 minutes a game in the Basketball Champions League so far this season. Scoring nearly 18 points a game as well. He is one of their main do damage on the offensive end. Rejected away, but is fouled. I think he thought that it was a clean block, Vujasevic, but the whistle goes. You can clearly see his hand just clipped the right arm of Rolandas Yakstas. And both sides in the penalty now for the final minute and 16 seconds. Makes the first. Makes both, so 6-point advantage. We've got a timeout called. Well, domestically last season, KK Mornar had a very good campaign. They just failed at the final hurdle, though, to lift some silverware. They were part of the Montenegrin League, where after winning the regular season, they eventually lost out in the final 3 games to 1 against Budućnost Voli. They were also part of the Balkan League as well, and again made it all the way to the final before losing 150-143 on aggregate to Sigel Pristina.
postavljate 21. Ne mogu da vićemo non stop da postavljamo poslije prekida 21. Vraćamo se, ne znamo šta se vraćamo. Pričajte Marko između sebe, bre, alo. Pričajte malo, recite šta igrate. Ne dajte pas na posla, bre.
This season they've actually joined the Adriatic League, but they've got off to an awful start. Domestically, they currently sit 13th out of 14, losing 8 and only winning 2 of their own 10 matches in the ABA League. And actually, a few weeks ago, they were involved in the highest scoring match ever in the Adriatic League when they lost 110-104 to Zadar. So just over a minute remaining in this first half. Jovic. Lovely pass to Octavia Waller, who couldn't try and throw it up himself, so he tried to make a difficult pass, instead turned it over. Now he's driving to the lane himself, extra pass, and another for the 3. Comes up way short, and Octavia Waller is there to grab the board. Jovic. Happy just to slow it down, wants the screen set. The screen is eventually set. I think he would have been a long 2. Comes off short, and Utena will gain control once again. With just over 30 seconds remaining. Chance of a 2 for 1 if they're quick here. Instead, they've turned it over, and instead of going for the fast break down the other end, they decide just to slow it down. And they do have the option here of taking the last shot of the game with 14 seconds remaining of this first half. Octavia Waller, the ball is in the hands of the man they wanted it. Extra pass is turned over, and now in transition down the other end. He really should have made it. And that will be that for the first half. And all credit to KK Mornar, because at one stage in that first half they looked as though the game could get away from them. But they kept battling, they kept answering every question that Juventus threw at them. And at the break, it is a 42-point lead to 36 for Juventus Utena, who are looking to keep their great run going in the Basketball Champions League. They've won 4 of their opening 5 matches so far. Don't go anywhere, because we all know how quickly things can change in basketball, and KK Mornar will know that they are still more than in this match at just 6 points behind going into the break. Radanovic has done damage for the home side, 14 points for him. Octavius Ellis has been dangerous on the glass with 5 rebounds. As you can see, Utena shooting the ball really well from 2-point range, 65% of their shots landing to just 42% for Mornar. And now there's beginning to get a little bit of a difference in the rebounds as well. 24 rebounds to just 17 for KK Mornar, and if that stat continues, then it's going to be difficult for the home side to get back into this match. 4 blocks as well, 4 big blocks for Juventus Utena. So here are the game leaders. As you can see, Radanovic and Galdikas with 14 and 11 points respectively, and also 9 rebounds already for Vasilius in that first half. Octavius Ellis leading the way for Mornar with 5. Tatum and Diggs are leading the way assists-wise, Tatum with 2, and Jamal Diggs, who's looked to control things from the point guard position with 3 assists so far. So we'll just take a quick look at the highlights from that first half. And it was Mornar that actually came flying out of the blocks, with the likes of Cole Dickerson, who's gone a little bit quiet, and Octavia Waller, who they've quite rightly been very eager to close down at every opportunity. A couple of big blocks, as I said, along the way as well. Galdikas has had a big game. 11 points for Galdikas. They just need to try and get a little bit closer to him in the paint, because there's been far too many completely open shots for Galdikas underneath, who's been able to grab a few boards as well. As I said, every time though, Juventus looked as though they were going to start running away with the game in that second quarter. They almost got it to a double-digit lead, and you were beginning to fear for KK Mornar, but they kept coming back. They kept answering questions. Momo Jones in transition there. And so far, Juventus have done well to keep a lot of KK Mornar's big players relatively quiet. Montavia Waller's only got 8 points. Momo Jones has been relatively quiet. He's looked good every time he has got on the ball. 3-point play there. And this is one for the highlight reel for Aaron Best as well. He had a couple Aaron Best in that first half. This was probably the best. He was fouled as well going up, so that turned into a 3-point play. But again, as I was saying just a minute or so ago, another very easy put away for Galdikas underneath. Not a soul marking him. Octavius Ellis just perhaps losing a bit of concentration there. There's another one for Aaron Best, and I think he enjoyed that one. So athletic, Aaron Best, and we've seen it on a number of occasions today. This is great work on the defensive end. I think Ellis thought not once but twice he was going to get an easy bucket, but look how many red shirts are around him. Both Diggs and Galdikas always prefer them to go and shoot a couple rather than give them an easy two. That's exactly what they did there with Radanovic. I think that's one thing that Sareka will be telling his side at the break. You need to get closer to Radanovic, because he's shooting 6 from 7 at the moment in that first half. 14 points for Radanovic. It was nearly a terrific block as well. He was put the foul. Lovely disguise past that one from Vasilius. It looked as though he was going to throw up the long two, instead just saw the run of Yakstas. And it's Radanovic from beyond the arc, just throwing it down. So at half-time, it is Juventus Utena 42, KK Mornar 36. Do join us again in 5 minutes or so for the second half. back, everybody. Second half just a couple of minutes away, and at the moment it is Juventus Utena who are in control here. 42 points to 36. I think KK Mornar will be a little relieved that they are as close as they are at the moment. Just a 6-point deficit. They did really well to stay in control, stay in touch, I should say, in that first half, especially in the second quarter. Both quarters, 21 points to 18 in Juventus's favour. It's a big second half just about to come up here for KK Mornar, because if they do go on to lose this match, they really will have a very difficult second half of the group stage campaign, because that would mean they've won just 2 of their opening 6 matches, losing the other 4, and they've still got every other team to play against, so they do have time to turn it round, but I think they know just how highly competitive the Basketball Champions League is, and it's a big ask for them if they are going to lose this match and then try and win 3 or 4 of their remaining games towards Christmas and just after Christmas. The group stage goes on until basically the end of January, and then as we head into February, March, we go into the knockout stage of the competition, the playoff stage, and the finals being played towards the end of April. So still plenty of months to enjoy of the Basketball Champions League. It's all going well so far for Antana Sareka's side, who have won 4 of their opening 5 matches to try and make it 5 of 6 here this evening. So both coaches will just give their sides some last-minute words of wisdom before the second half gets going.
Come back off screen roll. Set the screen for Momo and then come down and say,
Just trying to listen into what they are instructing. I just heard they're going to try and set the screen for Momo, who's looked good when he has had the ball in his hands. Just need to try and get it there a little more often, I think, to KK Mornar. Can they give these guys something to shout about in the second half? We are just about to get underway. So it's KK Mornar who inbound in the third quarter. 36-42, the difference as we start it here. And he steps back to make sure it's a 3, way off. And a fast break down the other end led by Jamar Diggs. In traffic, does well to get the pass away, the open 3. Again, just comes up short, but the offensive board is grabbed by Aaron Best, who has been hugely athletic on the floor today, Aaron Best. Foul is called on Cole Dickerson. We haven't seen too much of Cole Dickerson in that first half. Went to college in San Francisco, did Dickerson. Went undrafted in the 2014 NBA draft and said signed for Den Helder in Holland before signing for KK Mornar in August of this year. Is Momo Jones. Great pass inside, and the foul is called. Galdikas, I think it's been called on. Galdikas has shot the ball really well. 5 from 6 from the floor so far for his 11 points. The second one, so KK Mornar with the first points of the second half. Aaron Best, he's just graduated from Ryerson, helped them to win the league title as well, did Aaron Best, but he's thrown it away and turned it over here. Good perimeter defense from Juventus Utena. He throws it up over him and makes it as well. Great shot from Waller, who they'll be looking to try and get on the ball as much as they can in the second half. He's now into double digits for the game as Aaron Best is charging towards the rim, instead decides to throw up the pass instead and throws it out of bounds. And KK Mornar will gain possession. They've already closed the gap to just 2 points in this snack. What about the pass? The shot clock was ticking down, steps back and makes the long two. That's better from Cole Dickerson. He's got 5 points now. And we now have a game as well, 42 points each. 6 unanswered in the third quarter so far for Mornar. Well, it was until Jamal Diggs went to the rim, and Juventus Utena now off and running. And Tabia Waller throws up the long two, just can't get it to go. Defensive rebound. And now the ball back in the hands once again of Jamal Diggs. Side from Pitești in Romania. Back in August, did Jamal Diggs. Tries to get the right hook to go, can't, and Vujasevic grabs the rebound. And Tabia Waller. Waller in traffic, but grabs his own rebound, although it's stolen by Jamal Diggs. And now the fast break down the other end. He's fouled and just can't get it to go. But we'll shoot 2 anyway. Great work from Jamal Diggs. Kirstic, this has been called on the personal. Great steal from Diggs, but again, a decent foul. We'll always prefer them to shoot 2 than give them an easy layup. Diggs has got 8 points so far. Make that 9. Octavia Ellis, interesting to see if at any stage in his career he does go and join his cousin over in the NBA. So Diggs makes both. He's now into double figures with 10 points and stretches Juventus Utena's lead to 4 points once again. Good pick and roll. Momo Jones declined the long two, instead tried to make a mid-range jumper. Oh, and it's stolen away brilliantly. And he dunks it home, and Tabia Waller and Mornar have really come out firing in this third quarter. And it's just a little lazy. It was Antanas Sareka's words himself to his side, that he thought they were a little lazy at times in that first half, and it's certainly the way in this third quarter as well. And they've allowed Mornar right back in it as the long three goes up. Can't get it to go. Cole Dickerson makes the rebound. Now Momo Jones, open three in the corner, decided against it. They've thrown it away again, Mornar this time, and Juventus Utena just looking to slow things down, and that's good experience from the 27-year-old. Jamal Diggs, I think he realises that this third quarter, isn't quite going to plan. Oh, it's a lovely pass, and look at the space though for Galdikas. I mentioned that he was getting way too much time and space underneath in that first half, and once again there's not a soul near him, and you can see the inquest between the two Mornar players, as if to say who on earth was marking him. Galdikas, who's doing serious damage, 13 points for Galdikas now. Long two goes up from Waller, grabs his own board and throws it out to Momo Jones. Happy to allow him the open two, I don't know why, because he knocks it down as Vujasevic, who's now got 5 points for the game. We've got just under 5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Really good work in traffic from Solskjaer. The right hook manages to go. Still just a 4-point lead to Juventus Utena so far. Wouldn't really like to call this. Waller, Cole Dickerson throws up the three, can't get it to go. Foul is called anyway. I think it's been called on Galdikas. So 14-second reset for KK Mornar. Tatum step back two and makes it. Nothing but net for Tatum. And he gets his first points of the game. And again, closes the deficit to just 2 points. 50 points to 48. Really good match in progress here. Solskjaer, lovely pass from Solskjaer, but is fouled. Momo Jones is called on the foul. So another 14-second reset once they inbound. Ball back in the hands of Jamal Diggs. Tried to throw up the two instead, charges to the lane, grabs his own board again. Great work from Octavius Ellis, who rejected not once but twice. And Mornar now with the opportunity to perhaps even go ahead here. Goes for the step back three instead, comes up short. And now the fast break down the other end. Decided against the two, thought about the three. Just keep hold of it. Solskjaer wants it back, they've thrown it away, turned it over, and it's 4 against 1 here. And it's Octavius Ellis who loses the ball. And that's a big error from Octavius Ellis, who perhaps was just trying to make his dunk look a little too special. And he just completely threw the ball away on his way up. And how big a moment could that be? It should have just been a completely uncontested two. And instead, they turn the ball over. Jamal Diggs is fouled. Just before he got into his shooting motion, though. Diggs gets the first to go. Most of his points have come from the line so far. Jamal Diggs, he's only shooting 2 from 8 from the field, but has been perfect from the line for his 12 points. Momo Jones is going to take a seat. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and you really wouldn't like to call this match. 4-point difference at the moment as Tatum throws up the really long three, can't get it to go, and rebounded by Solskjaer underneath. Try to rip the ball away, Radinovic throws up the really long three, can't get it to go, and Radinovic is there to grab the defensive rebound, and now Tatum with the uncontested three, count it, and they're just 1 point back now, KK Mornar. They are in the penalty, Mornar as well though, for the remaining 2 and a bit minutes of this third quarter. He's fouled and he'll go to the line and shoot a couple. Stas makes his first. This would put him in double figures for the game if this free throw goes, which it does. So 10 points for Rolandis Jakstas to go with his single rebound and assist. 3-point lead again for Juventus Utena. Tatum charging to the lane and is fouled. Good aggressive play though from Tatum, direct straight to the rim, and you can see his right hand just got nudged just as he was about to throw the ball up. So Tatum will go to the line. He's got 5 points so far, a couple of assists as well. Can't get the second to go, so defensive rebound. Solskjaer's trying to throw up the alley-oop, who's a little bit short, oh, and blocked away. Great work from Tatum on the defensive end this time. And a reaching foul called on Rolandis Jakstas. We've seen some terrific blocks from both sides in the match so far. Just nothing separating these two sides. 54 points to 52. 90 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Ellis tries to set the screen. Radinovic throws it up, and Ellis is there to grab the offensive rebounds and can't get it to go. They've grabbed another board though. Great work on the glass from KK Mornar. And you can definitely hear the fans beginning to react as Ellis should have really put it back. And you can see the frustration in Octavius Ellis's face there. Pretty simple putback for him. It's a couple of really easy misses for Ellis. Driving to the lane in traffic, just about manages to find his man, throws up the three and makes it. Great work from Juventus there. Increases their lead to 5. Tatum. Radinovic thought about the three, he also thought he was fouled. No whistle though. Radinovic goes on, shot clock is going down as well, and Radinovic is called on the foul, and he'll turn the ball over with 30 seconds or so still to play. Diggs. He thought about throwing up the long three, decided against it. Foul is called on Mijovic this time. He doesn't look too happy with the decision there, right in front of the official's nose. Korskis is introduced to the game. Mornar in the penalty, of course, so Juventus Utena will go and shoot a couple. So they had a 6-point lead going into the third quarter, and they've now got a 7-point lead with 20 seconds remaining in this third quarter. So it does allow KK to at least fire off the last shot of the third. So the shot clock turned off as Mijovic brings it forward. Now Tatum will just slow it down. Ellis tries to set the screen. They're getting themselves in a bit of bother though, and they've turned it over. What a steal, and what a way to end. Or was it just out of time? It may well not count here, and that'll be disappointing for Juventus Utena. This will show as they got themselves into a whole heap of bother, and it was Korskis, and yeah, you can see the shot clock violation for Juventus Utena, so that too won't count. So a bit of a let-off there for KK Mornar, but at the end of the third, Juventus have increased their advantage to 7 points, 59-52 at the end of the third there. It was close all the way, but the last 90 seconds or so, Juventus just pulled away. They're shooting the ball a lot better as well from 2-point range, 61% to just 43%. Out rebounding KK Mornar as well by 6, 33-27. On the glass, a couple more turnovers though for Juventus, and look at the steals, 8 steals to 5 in favour of the home side. It started well in the third quarter, did KK Mornar. They reduced the deficit, but really has been nip and tuck this match so far, but a couple of big misses in that third quarter from Octavius Ellis, especially, could well come back to haunt them. You had those 4 points that really from Ellis, and they're only 3 back. Instead, they're 7 behind. That was the dunk that he missed, completely uncontested dunk. He just threw the ball out of bounds. He also missed a pretty straightforward putback as well. Won 2 of their 3 matches in front of their home fans. The only match they lost was last time out, 76-67 defeat to Sadigas Avellino, who currently top of Group D. Korskis drives to the lane and just can't get the roll. Very nearly a 3-point play to start off this fourth and final quarter, but he will go and shoot a couple, and a chance to increase their advantage to 9 points. Gets a second to go. Said at the end of the first half, it's amazing how quickly rolling to Vic. Look up the match, and that's what Mornar will be lead that Juventus Utena have at the moment. Ellis sets the pick and roll. Throws it up, blocked away though, and I think the last touch was Korskis, so they will get the ball back here, KK Mornar. Good defense from Juventus Utena. They're forcing Mornar to shoot some difficult shots. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Tatum throws up the three, way off target, but Ellis is there to grab the offensive board, but it's a shot clock violation because the three didn't hit the rim, so the clock didn't get reset. So they will turn the ball over. 60 points to 52. Jamal Diggs, lovely pass from Diggs, open three, just can't make it. And Tatum is there to get the defensive board, and some great hand skills as well to get out of trouble. Radinovic now throws it up and knocks it down. And that's what Mornar needs. They need to get Radinovic on the ball as much as they can. 17 points for the number 7. Cuts the lead to just 5. Can they get a stop here? Solskjaer throws up the three, looking to respond, and does. And Solskjaer increases the lead to 8 once again. That's a bit of a sucker punch. This time Ellis is there to put the tip back in. 6-point advantage, 8 minutes to go. But Mornar now can come forward. It's a foul, and the fans aren't overly happy with that. I think Jamal Diggs knows that it wasn't a great foul from him, and instantly goes up and just apologises. Tatum in traffic, but he's fouled anyway. It's almost triple team then. Tatum, it was a good screen set from Radinovic. Just a few too many bodies for Tatum to try and get through. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Jovic, they wanted the offensive foul, and one for the highlight reel from Octavius Ellis. Well, that one certainly wasn't going to slip out his hands. He made absolutely sure of that. And 5 points now for the big man. Closes the gap to just 4. And now a turnover as well from Jamal Diggs, who's been called on the travel. And a chance for Mornar to cut into the lead once again. Aaron Best is back on the floor. Solskjaer is the man that's gone to sit down. Again, the screen set by Ellis, but travel called this time on Radinovic, so they've turned the ball straight back over, and that's not what KK Mornar are after. Pretty easy one for the official to make on that occasion. Foul called on Tate. We'll get a 14-second reset. More than happy to allow Galdikas the long 2. It's completely open, good pass to Best, who throws it up, knocks it down, and it's another big play from Aaron Best, just at a time where Mornar were looking to make inroads into the Juventus Utena lead, as Radinovic tries to answer straight back and can't. And it's Juventus who have stretched their lead to 7 once again. Big play from Aaron Best. Well, Juventus have got a big game coming up on game day 7 next week. It's a battle of the top 2. Juventus Utena at home to Sadigas Avellino, so make sure you tune into that one. That should be a cracker, as Ellis sets up the uncontested 3 from the corner, can't get it to go. And now Jamal Diggs once again will just look to control the tempo, start slowing things down here. He knows that they're in control of this game. Great pick and roll set by Yakstas, can't get the long 2 to go. And it's Tatum who grabs control of the board. And Tatum goes from one end of the floor to the other and makes the layup. 5-point game, just over 6 minutes to go. 8 points now for Tatum. Great pass, completely open 3 in the corner, in and out, and good rebound for Octavius Ellis. Twelve rebounds for Ellis now, but Mornar have turned it over again. They've just got to look after the ball a lot more than they are doing at the moment. It's a tricky pass that he's attempted there, and Jamal Diggs just stealing the ball. So important, and they do get a block down one end of the floor. Mornar, they've got to try and make it count offensively. Well, he's tried to make a bit of a meal of that. I think he was expecting the foul to be called. Solskjaer. Doesn't matter because Utena have retained possession anyway. I think the ball just came off Octavius Ellis. Yakstas throws up the 2, rebounded by Radanovic. And now the fast break down the other end. Radanovic driving to the lane, instead throws it away. And that's poor from Radanovic. Thought he could have tried to look for contact and gone for the 2 himself. Instead tried a difficult pass and again turned it over. They got a block down the other end, but haven't made it count on the scoreboard. Great pass from Diggs, he just couldn't control it, but makes it anyway. Rolandis Yakstas. Double figures for Yakstas now. Momo Jones to Tatum, long 3 if it goes, nowhere near. Solskjaer grabs the board, and again they're just looking to slow things down. As Solskjaer drives to the lane. 2 is way off, and an easy board for Antavia Waller. Now Momo Jones, fast break down the other end. He just can't get it to go. He thought he was fouled, but no whistle. And you can hear the discontent as well with the home supporters. They were expecting a whistle there. Jamal Diggs now. Aaron Best, great feet from Best, throws up the little teardrop, can't get it to go. And last touch was off Yakstas. So KK Mornar will get the ball back here with just over 4 minutes to go. Well, Mornar have had a couple of close matches here at home. They beat Telenedu Stende by just 2 points on game day 1. And on game day 3, they won again just by 2 points here at home against Megalek. So do not discount them just yet.
Centralnu poziciju. Ako naprave s ove strane, ili jasno mole nek se pomjera da tražimo golera i tu, ako dođe do pomoći na Tatuna. Znači, go, smart!
You! Then.
Hey, something, one foul. Not attention.
So 4 minutes 7 left on the clock here. Are we in for an intriguing and dramatic finish? What have KK Mornar got in store for us? They trail by 7 at the moment, 68 points to 61. Momo Jones. Jones, completely open three, throws it up and just can't get it to go. Jamar Diggs is there on the rebound. They need to start making shots here, KK Mornar. They're really letting Juventus Utena off the hook in this fourth quarter. Great pass underneath, Yakstas throws it down. 9-point lead now. Momo Jones is fouled. He's a standout player for Iona College. Momo Jones was Conference Player of the Year as a senior. Perhaps unsurprisingly went undrafted though in the 2013 NBA draft. Instead went to Japan to ply his trade before coming to KK Mornar. Tatum driving to the lane, throws up a difficult right-hander, can't get it to go. It's another missed shot, and that is an elbow from Rolandis Yakstas, and unsurprisingly an offensive foul has been called. That was not good from Rolandis Yakstas. Not quite sure what he was thinking, right under the official's nose. It was as blatant as could be. This is where they have to make it count. KK Mornar, they've got another stop. Can they make down the other end? No, they can't. Again, they've turned it over, although as Ellis won it back. Great work from Octavius Ellis. It looked as though they'd thrown it away. Ellis, good hassle on the play. Juventus are in the penalty as well for the remaining 3 and a bit minutes of the match. Here's Antabia Waller, who's been relatively quiet today for Mornar. He's still got 12 points, but just haven't really put the ball in his hands as often as they can. Another difficult shot missed by Momo Jones, and well, both sides have really struggled to shoot the ball well in this fourth quarter. It's just 9 points each. Completely open three, comes up short, and in the end the rebound is grabbed by Tatum. They need to start knocking down some shots. They need to do it quickly as Waller makes it. What a shot by Antabia Waller over the defender and closes the gap to just 6. Now can they get a stop? If they get a stop, they're right back in this. Whistle has gone, not quite sure what the call is here. It will be an offensive foul, is it, if they turn the ball over? I think they have, so Mornar will get the ball back with just a 6-point deficit, 70 points to 64. Plenty of time to go. Here's Momo Jones. Tatum, great pass from Tatum. Ellis again, underneath. And Mornar now just 4 points behind can just never write them off, KK Mornar. Great work from Tatum. You cannot allow Ellis to be completely free right underneath the hoop. This is just the beauty of the sport. You just never know. Doesn't matter how big your lead is almost coming down the stretch. All it takes is just a couple of blocks, a couple of makes down the other end. And all of a sudden, Mornar right back in this with a couple of minutes to go.
Look. Malda staying here.
2:43 from two-point range. Mornar have made a couple more three-pointers.
Hold it. Just on. Julian. Hey, go. In front. You.
Well, this is where you love to have the experience of Antanas Sereka
Pass to him.
as your head coach.
No. Pass here. Pass to him.
He's been at Juventus since 2015. Guided Lithuania to a fourth-place finish back in the 2004 Summer Olympic Games. Tavia Ellis. It's for Ellis. For Juventus. Radanovic leading the way points-wise with 17 for Yakstad. Approaching the business end of the match now, inside the final couple of minutes here. A 4-point game. Solskjaer thought he was fouled, but throws it up out of bounds, and Mornar will gain the ball again. Solskjaer has had that look on his face for most of the match, to be honest. No real foul there, he just leant into Tatum. Not quite sure why he's so aggrieved at that decision. And Mornar now with a chance to and rebounded by Siritavicius. Every play so important now as Galdikas sets the screen. Jamar Diggs. Again, Galdikas with the screen. Diggs throws up the three, can't get it to go. Big rebound, and it's by Tatum. And Tatum can bring it clear. Tatum driving to the lane, can't get it to go, but Ellis is there. Well, he grabbed the offensive ball, but he couldn't find a man. And we're inside the final minute now as Diggs. Good pass from Diggs. They don't need to foul just yet, do the Montenegrin side. Great defense though, as the shot clock running down to 4 seconds. They've thrown it away. And they'll turn the ball over. Will Juventus Utena with 39 left on the clock. It's still just a 4-point game. And a timeout has been called. Well, you wouldn't like to call it. Feel as though Mornar have been behind almost the entire match. And yet they are still right in this tight. Approaching the last 40 seconds or so.
Momo, no, Tatum, you are here. Okay?
За njega trojku.
Huh?
Ajde, nema veze, ajde.
Waller here. Ellis here. Yeah. Mugi. Momo. Coming. Everything quickly. Fake. Ellis. In the corner. Mugi over there.
Run here. Or run in this side. And after quickly set a screen. Like corner. Светский пробегу шел. No risky pass. No pass. Big coming to him. И че фокус будет. Play big pass. Pass in this side.
You, then.
Big call from Solskjaer, ordering his team to go and get a stop. And they back up his words with the action as well. This is a very important play right now with KK Mornar in possession. cut the lead to just a one-possession game right here. Tatum inbounds to Waller. Step back. Not sure whether it's a 2 or 3. It doesn't matter either way because it doesn't go, but they grab the board and they put it back in. And it is a one-possession game. Oh, but no one is marking him down the other end, and well, he almost had to foul him. It's poor defense really from KK Mornar because they just allowed Galdikas to sneak clear down the floor. And well, I suppose he had to foul him, otherwise it would have just been the simplest of 2-point shots for Galdikas to at least make him force the free throws here. So if he makes both, we're back to a 2-possession game. How clutch can Ovidius Galdikas be? Well, he makes the first. Another hugely important one coming up though. Well, he makes both. That's what you want. Galdikas, really good from him coming down the stretch. 15 points now for Ovidius Galdikas. Mornar will be frustrated with themselves there. They fought so hard on the glass up the offensive end to get that putback, and then they just completely switched off defensively. So another timeout called.
Waller. Ball is over there. Waller on the ball. Momo. Ellis. Tatum. Mugi. Over here. Set the screen. Make pass. Quick. Hand off. And with the ball screen. Looking for 3 points. It's okay? After hand off. Rebound! You! Давай.
Attention. Hey, alley-oop, attention.
So edge of your... Yeah. Big possession coming up for KK Mornar. There's about a 3-second difference between the shot and the game clock. Throws it long, can't get it to go, but the last touch was off Juventus Utena, so Mornar will keep possession. And they'll get a 14-second reset, even if they do here the game anyway. Waller throws up the 3, makes it! Oh, what a shot from Antavia Waller. And we've got a 1-point game now with 17.4 seconds on the clock. That is a big-time play from Antavia Waller. 18 points for the game for him. That was in traffic as well. It wasn't uncontested. He had Siratavicius all over him, and he managed to throw it over him and knock it down. So a big time out now for Antana Sireka. Imagine that KK Mornar will foul.
Try to receive ball. You!
So here we go. will happen. Probably Mornar are going to foul here. Or will they look to try and... No, they're just going to look to try and stifle them, but they need to foul, they have to, and Tabiawala eventually does. I don't really know why they left it so long, perhaps just trying to see whether they could get a steal of some sort, but Tabiawala had to do that. So they know even if they make both free throws, it is still just a one-possession game. They would have to go up the other end and make a three, so big free throws coming up. Makes the first as Siratavashius. One coming up, makes both, clutches you like, and now they have to go up the other end and make a 3 points, and they foul. Now it's Momo Jones who will shoot a couple. Jones with 5 points so far today. Make that 6. Closes the gap to just 2 points. Interesting that Juventus Utena decided to foul then, because Mornar had to make a 3 to tie the game. Good work from Momo Jones. Another timeout called. 1 point game, 7.9 seconds remaining. And again, KK Mornar will have to come out and get the foul. Well, this is what the game is all about, and this is why the Basketball Champions League has been received so well since it started 6 weeks ago. Exactly what the competition needs and wants is drama right to the end, and the number of matches we've had that have gone right to the last couple of seconds is quite amazing. Almost every single match that AVA Baskets have had, the German side has gone right down to the wire.
Znači pogledajte tamo, ne možemo da čuvamo igrača, a da ne vidimo loptu. Imali smo je, znači.
That screen! Deny! Deny! Everybody deny!
Ako je prime,
Look at the ball, quick pass!
Both sides are in the penalty, so any foul will take them to the free throw line. As Solskjaer will inbound. Oh, and it was very nearly a turnover here. But the ball has remained in the hands of Juventus Utena. I think it was Magosha who thought that he'd managed to turn the ball over. Let's have another look here. It's so difficult to tell. It's almost an impossible decision for the officials to make that, unless you really slow it down. Yeah, so they have reviewed it, and Juventus Utena have retained possession, so that's a bit of a relief for them. That would have been a horror show if they turned that ball over inbounding. Can they make a better job of it this time? Yes, they can. And they need to foul here. They have to foul, and Tabiawala just about manages to. So they'll go to the line and shoot a couple more here. Every free throw becomes so important. Of course, if he misses both, then Juventus Utena cannot really foul with 3 and a bit seconds remaining, as it would give KK Mornar the opportunity to make both and win the match. So every free throw here absolutely crucial. Sirotavicius misses the first. So this is now a crucial free throw. He can't look. Well, he makes the second. They have to get it down the other end. They need a 3 to win the game. Oh, and it's just rimmed out. Oh, what drama here in Montenegro. And Antabiawala comes just an inch or so away from winning an incredible match for KK Mornar. But in the end, it is Juventus Utena who continue their fantastic start to the Basketball Champions League. They've now won 5 of their 6 matches, and they're going along brilliantly here, are the Lithuanian side. But drama right down to the end, as Antabiawala threw up the long 3, and in the air it looked as though it was going in, and it just comes up short. And it is Juventus Utena who have got the job done just about. It was a great rally from Mornar in that 4th quarter, outscoring Juventus 21 points to 16 in the final quarter. They came so close, but when things are going right for you, you grind out these kind of results, and that's what Juventus Utena have managed to do. An absolutely terrific match here in Montenegro that's finished KK Mornar bar 73, Juventus Utena 75. Well, I think the roof would have exploded if Antabiawala's 3-point shot right at the end had gone in. Utena just shot the ball better, 52% to 42 from 2-point range, 88% to just 68% from the free throw line as well. A couple more rebounds, but on the whole, pretty close. Mornar actually with 7 more offensive boards than Juventus Utena. A couple more turnovers for the visitors as well. Let's take a look at the game leaders then. Antabiawala with 18 for Mornar, and Ellis doing serious damage on the glass with 14 rebounds. Galdikas with 15 points for Utena, with Vasilius with 13 rebounds for the visitors. Radanovic did well as well with 17 points. Ellis and Vasilius, as you can see, the standout rebounders with 14 and 13. Next week becomes a really important game for Juventus as we take a look at the highlights. Juventus up against Sidigis Avellino next week. The two sides going great guns in Group D. And they've just started actually, Sidigis Avellino. They're up against Iberostar Tenerife, so I'm sure that Juventus will be keeping a close eye on that match as it progresses this evening. As for KK Mornar, their next match is an away trip to France to take on Strasbourg on game day 7. Tatum, he did well today, did Tatum. He was a constant threat going forward. He had 8 points, 3 rebounds and 4 assists as well for Tatum. Radanovic also had a really good game. It just felt as though Juventus Utena were ahead for almost the entire match, really, from the very first quarter, but they could never really shake off KK Mornar, who just kept coming back, kept answering everything that the Lithuanian side threw at them. And they very, very nearly were made to pay for not putting the game beyond KK Mornar. Great pass down beneath to Rolandis Yakstas, who shot the ball brilliantly for the visitors. But I mentioned early on in the third quarter those couple of really easy misses that man there, Octavius Ellis, had. He had a completely uncontested dunk that he just lost control of the ball and threw it out of bounds. Perhaps just tried to make it a little too special, the dunk. And he also then missed a relatively simple putback, did Octavius Ellis. And, well, if he'd made just one of them, I know it possibly wouldn't have gone that way, but when you lose a match by 2 points, and that was the three-pointer from Waller that looked so good in the air, but it just came up short. But a terrific match here in Montenegro, and it finished Mornar 73, Juventus 75. Join us next week for more Basketball Champions League action.